Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Previously, we got the last plot MacGuffin we needed to actually continue on with the story, and we also replaced Saria's Ocarina with a better, newer version. If you think I was just joking around about that, no. This isn't a separate item. The Ocarina of Time is not a separate item from Saria's Ocarina, no. We completely erased it from our inventory. It's gone. We can no longer use Saria's Ocarina, which she made and gave to us that had sentimental value. I feel like a terrible person for doing that, but whatever. Let's just go and do what Zelda told us to do, which was go to the Temple of Time. I almost said go to the Ocarina of Time. There's a lot of times if I mess something up, I apologize for that. It's not on purpose. Though I guess messing something up is never on purpose. Whatever. The point is, we can go, finally, to the Temple of Time and actually do something there. I shouldn't say finally. I've been able to go there for quite a long time, but I haven't done it because, as you'll see in a second, the Temple of Time isn't very big. It's a total of one room, and there's nothing for us to even do in this room if we don't have the Ocarina of Time or all 3 spiritual stones. So if I came here earlier, what would be the point? Something to note, I'll put a picture on screen. There's actually a hint Sheikah stone that is here in this general area in the 3DS version. So if you're, having a hard time and you own the 3DS version, come here. You'll be able to get some hints, but we're playing the N64 version, so I'm gonna shut up right about now. But, if I come up here, I might as well actually not do that just yet. I should read this. There are 3 hollows and an inscription here. He who holds 3 spiritual stones, stand with the Ocarina of Time and play the Song of Time. That is how the inscription reads. I want to see what the Ocarina of Time, not the Ocarina of Time, oh my god. I want to see what the Song of Time is. Okay, so it's right A down. So if I pull out my Ocarina and do right A down twice, I will play the Song of Time, which I learned from Zelda last episode, and something magical will happen. Now the door of time is open. We can finally go through it, the Triforce above it lit up. And in this room, there's something special waiting for us. Link, isn't that... It's that legendary blade. The Master Sword. I feel like Navi's voice continuously changes, but that's not important. What is important is that there's only one thing left for us to do. Grab the mystical magical sword, the Master Sword. Excellent work. As I thought, you held the keys to the door of time. You have led me to the gates of the sacred realm. Yes, I owe it all to you, kid. Link. Wake up. Link, the chosen one. I am Raru, one of the ancient sages. Ages ago, we ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the entrance to the sacred realm. This is the Chamber of Sages, inside the Temple of Light. The Temple of Light, situated in the very center of the sacred realm, is the last stronghold against Ganondorf's evil forces. The Master Sword, the evil-destroying sword that you pulled out of the pedestal of time, was the final key to the sacred realm. Link, don't be alarmed. Look at yourself.
Look, Link, you're big now. You've grown up.
The Master Sword is a sacred blade which evil ones may never touch. Only one worthy of the title of Hero of Time can pull it from the pedestal of time. However, you were too young to be the Hero of Time. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7 years. And now that you are old enough, the time has come for you to awaken as the Hero of Time. Well, do you understand your destiny? Yes, I do. But remember, though you opened the door of time in the name of peace, Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, used it to enter the forbidden sacred realm. He obtained the Triforce from the Temple of Light, and with its power, he became the King of Evil. His evil power radiated from the temples of Hyrule, and in 7 short years, it transformed Hyrule into a world of monsters. My power now has only little influence, even in this sacred realm, namely, this Chamber of Sages. But there is still hope. The power of the sages remains. When the power of all the sages is awakened, the sages' seals will contain all the evil power in the void of this realm. I, Raru, am one of the sages, and your power to fight together with the sages makes you the Hero of Time. The Hero of Time, chosen by the Master Sword. Keep my spirit with you, and find the power of the other sages and add their might to your own. You receive the Light Medallion. Raru the Sage adds his power to yours. Raru is a bit of a weird name, so I almost stumbled on it like 50 different times. Find the other sages and save Hyrule.
Link, we're back in the Temple of Time. But have 7 years really passed? It looks like you won't be able to use some of the weapons that you found as a kid anymore. Let's get out of here. I've been waiting for you, Hero of Time. When evil rules all, an awakening voice from the sacred realm will call those destined to be sages who dwell within the 5 temples. One in a deep forest, one on a high mountain, one under a vast lake, one within the house of the dead, one inside a goddess of the sand. Together with the Hero of Time and the awakened ones will bind the evil and return the light of peace to the world. This is the legend of the temples passed down by my people, the Sheikah. I am Sheik, survivor of the Sheikahs. As I see you standing there holding the mystical master sword, I almost say mystical magical, it just fits together well with me, so I almost always say that. But no, it's the mythical master sword Ugh, you really do look like the legendary hero of time. If you believe the legend, you have no choice. You must look for the 5 temples and awaken the 5 sages. One sage is waiting for you.
For the time of awakening in the Forest Temple. I mean, same thing. Anyway, the sage is a girl, I'm sure you'll know.
Because of the evil power in the temple, she cannot hear the awakening call from the sacred realm. Unfortunately, equipped as you currently are, you cannot even enter the temple. But, if you believe what I'm saying, you should head to Kakariko Village. Do you understand, Link?
Okay, for some reason the dialogue gets a little bit more intense. I guess intensive is probably the best way to say that when I become an adult. And as you can see, I am an adult. This room looks a lot smaller now that I'm an adult, because again, I'm bigger now, so a lot of things have changed. As previously stated, I cannot use some of the weapons I found as a kid. For example, Deku Sticks, which kind of makes sense, the Fairy Slingshot, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but okay, and a Boomerang. Something that makes absolutely no sense as to why I can't use that now, but whatever, that's fine. And what's really sad is that I did just get the Boomerang, but now I have another plot MacGuffin I have to go collect. 5 more plot MacGuffins, in fact. I have the Light Medallion, but now I need all the other medallions, so that's just great. Let me talk to Sheik one more time. To save the forest girl, you need another skill. Head to Kakariko Village. I'm going to exit the Temple of Time for just 1 second. I will cut, because I'll be back in the Temple of Time immediately, but there is something very, and I mean very, very important you do want to get from the Temple of Time while you're here. Don't go adventuring just yet. Okay, so I take it back. I have nothing left to do in there. Apparently what I was thinking of happens at a later date, but you can tell that the world has changed. Noticeably changed, in fact. Death Mountain looks a little bit more menacing, and everything else is really, really gray. If you enter the market, you'll notice that there are redeads and broken shops everywhere, and Hyrule Castle looks a little bit different. That's because this is no longer Hyrule Castle. This is Ganon's castle. There's nothing I can really do here just yet other than show you that this is a really dark and brooding place that I'll have to come back to at a later date. So it's here, it exists, but there's nothing I can do. I can't even enter the castle. So let's go back into the market and exit Hyrule Castle Town, because there's really not a lot I can do here. There is one door that I can actually enter. I can't enter any of the shops. They're broken down. Can't enter. But there is this door. This is surprisingly the one spot that actually did kind of prevail through the last 7 years, except for the one soldier that was here. But the pots are still here, so I can kind of grind, not as well as before, but there's kind of a freaky guy sitting here.
Oh, you are quite an energetic young man. You're brave and handsome, too.
Please leave me alone.
Your name is Link, isn't it? Don't be surprised. I can read people's minds. If I looked as good as you, I could run a different kind of business.
My shop is the only ghost shop in Hyrule. Because of the great Ganondorf, it is a fine time for a business like this. Oh, I can only hope the world gets even worse. The ghosts called Poes are spirits of concentrated hatred that appear in the fields and the graveyard. They hate the world. Young man, if you catch a Poe, I will pay you a lot of money for it. Do you want money? Come here and sell Poes. I believe you can also get a heart piece, but I don't really need a heart piece. It's too much of a pain to actually come here and sell Poes. I really don't want to, and there's a lot of other places where I can easily get hearts, so I don't really want to sell anything there. Also, something to note, this right here is a little bit different. It has fallen down, the drawbridge that is,
so you don't go, or it doesn't go up and down at daytime or nighttime, so it never changes. You can constantly enter Hyrule Castle Town, so there's no reason to really be afraid of getting locked out and having to fight monsters at night. That being said, you will have to consistently fight monsters on Hyrule Field. Monsters don't just spawn at night anymore, they spawn during the day, one of which was already told to us, Pose. I think that I could go to Kakariko Village right now, but there is something else I want to do. A long time ago, in a galaxy far away, I got a song. It happened to be a Epona song. That actually has some use to me right now. I'll cut, and I'll be in the area that I'm trying to head to in just a second. Now that I'm here in Lon Lon Ranch again, we can see how things have really changed, other than just being small visual changes. This guy's no longer here. Mr. Happy Mario type of guy is not there anymore. If I go in here, I can see the Luigi wannabe. Maybe. Or maybe not. There's nothing in this stable other than a few horses. Anything else, actually? I haven't checked over here. Nope, nothing other than a few horses and a few cows. So, yep, there's really nothing. Or nothing worthwhile, I guess. Over here, back where Miss Malin used to sing and play. I can enter here, can't I? Well, I guess this is good story building. This isn't exactly what I wanted to happen, but as it's still nighttime, Malin is out and about, all grown up. Please keep it a secret from Mr. Ingo that I sing this song. Mr. Ingo. He was the Luigi wannabe we previously knew about. I'm actually going to change it to be daytime, because there is more that we can do here. It's not just a bit of storytelling to show you that Mr. Ingo is now a more prominent figure in this ranch. There is a lot more. I kind of messed up that song. There we go. Now that I am here during the daytime, you can hear the crows of the roosters in the morning. You will notice that Mr. Ingo is standing out here, blocking a closed gate. We talk to him.
There are some people in Kakariko spreading rumors that I cheated Talon out of the ranch, but don't be ridiculous. That guy Talon was weak. I, the hard-working Ingo, poured so much energy into this place. I don't want any strangers like you saying anything bad about me. Listen, the great Ganondorf recognized my obvious talents and gave the ranch to me. I will raise a fine horse and win recognition from the great Ganondorf. Say, young man, do you want to ride one of my fine horses? Pay me 10 rupees and you can ride. Give me just 1 second. I'm going away from Mike for just a second. So that I can grab my Wii U gamepad. Because I'm playing this on the Wii U Virtual Console, I can stop and create a restore point. I really want to create a restore point here because it gets a little bit more difficult later on, and I really don't want to waste all the money I have on me. So yeah, I'll pay 10 rupees to ride. Let me put down my Wii U gamepad first, though. The reason I keep it so far away is strictly because I really don't want it to vibrate, because it vibrates like an absolute beast, and I really don't want it to vibrate, so it makes noise, and you can actually hear it in the microphone. But Epona is still here. All we have to do to get her to come to us is, if you remember, play Epona's song. Also, Ingo actually was telling us how to ride a horse, though that's a pretty easy concept to understand, so I'll talk about it once Epona actually runs over to us. So, Epona ran over to us, and if we stand next to her and press A, we are able to mount her. And get off her if we press A again, just didn't really want to show that off there, but that's fine. We also have carrots that show us exactly how many times we can dash. I didn't mean to dash there, but that's fine. I want to talk to Ingo. Hello? When you want to get off. Okay, so I think Okay. I believe what I have to do in this short time limit is jump over all of these and then go back and talk to him. This area is a little bit context sensitive, and I don't really
remember exactly what I have to do to get Mr. Ingo to talk to me, though I don't know why I'm calling him Mr. Ingo. He's kind of a jerk. Okay, I think I might have to just say, yeah, I'm done. And after that, talk to him one more time and spend more money. I don't want to listen to you. Something I forgot to mention is that depending on the gate size, you will actually have to charge up to run over a gate or do a little bit of a dash. I didn't talk about that beforehand because I kind of forgot about it. Riding on a horse is just natural to me in this game since I've been doing it for so long. But yes, it's kind of a new control style, and riding on a horse is a lot more difficult than controlling your character in-game. Or without a horse, I guess is the best way to say that. You're getting better! How about a little race with me? One lap around the corral with the horse. That horse. Yes. Anyway, let's make a wager. Say 50 rupees. I want to do a restore point here, because this race can get a little bit iffy. So, give me a second. Restore point created, and now I'm ready to do this race. It's not terribly difficult, other than the fact that he gets a head start, and he can also trap you, because he takes the inside road, or inside lane, I guess is the best way to say that. So you do actually have to try to get around him through a different method, because he can continuously do dashes. But for me, I can't. I will actually start going slower if I use too many carrot dashes. And he always takes the, inside lane, so it's a real pain to actually get in front of him. That right there was pretty dang close, but I got a lap faster than him, so I win that race. And yes, I said that race. Shoot! If the great Ganondorf found out about this humiliation, I hate you. How about another race? If you win, you can keep the horse. This is the second and final race. If we do this, or win this, I guess is a better way of saying that, we will be able to keep the horse. So we do want to go a bit faster. He goes a bit faster. It's a little bit more difficult to beat him here. I don't want to use all my boosts just yet, because there is a part I do want to stay closer to the inside, a little bit behind him, because there is a strategy to this. He will take this turn very, very wide, so I do want to actually beat him when it comes to this turn, and hopefully have enough stamina to actually beat him still. Yes, okay. That can get a little bit close. So I was actually very lucky to get that there. What's up with that horse? Is that a Pona? How did you tame that wild horse right under my nose? I was going to present that horse to the great Ganondorf, but I bet it on a race and lost. Shoot! As I promised, I'll give you the horse. However, I'll never let you leave this ranch. And he's closed the gates. This is no joke, we are kind of stuck in this ranch. I say kind of. If you didn't know, you can jump over gates, and this, I believe you can jump over that gate, but I'm not exactly sure. But I know for a fact that you can jump over that one. That allows us to take this horse out into the great open Hyrule field, and with that, we have a faster way of getting around. But I won't be using this horse that much today. That'll be for a later episode. Thank you for joining me this time, and next time, I will actually go to Kakariko Village and do what Miss Sheik, or Mr., it's really kind of weird. Sheik's very, very gender ambiguous, but I believe it's a he. Anyway, the point is we'll go to Kakariko Village next time. But for now, we're done. Thank you for watching, and, again, I'll see you next time.